I used to wish upon a star, but stars can't hear, they're much too far. Instead I've learned to wish upon a star.
Hey beautiful soul stars, welcome to Starlight, Starbright, Oracle and Tarot. Wishing you all a wonderful day. I hope you're feeling well. Okay, so the download I got for this reading this morning was they think they can control you. That you're a force to be reckoned with apparently, and I'm sure you are. I can feel that strong, vibrant energy. Powerful beings of light cannot ultimately be controlled. Your light cannot be suppressed forever. Perhaps you fear putting your light out there, so you have to have faith, believe in yourself, and know that you're protected, is the message. So who are these people who are looking to control you? Well, we know who they are on the macro level. Yes, we do. And if you've chosen a side, and you hate, or if there's venomance towards the other side, whatever that is for you, just know that you've been brainwashed your whole life. Because if you were brought up on the other side, then you would be hating this side or that side. So it's brainwashing, and this is very powerful through sport as much as anything else. So when we don't like someone else because they're on the opposing team, 9 times out of 10 it's been brainwashed into you since birth. Because if you were born somewhere else, then what side would you be on? So that's a strong message for all of us. Anyway, I'll get on with it. So who are these people who think they can control you? Let's find out. Using the Witch's Oracle. Ooh. Okay, thank you, Divine Ones. What do we need to know? They think they can control us. Oh, look at this. This is interesting. Yeah, we have the Witch. Yeah, we have the Witch. And then we have the Triple Goddess. So these witches think that they can control you. These Satanists, these dark forces. These are people who aren't saying good things about you behind your back. And don't be naive to think that people don't say bad things behind your back. Or try and put you down or put spell work on you. They could be whispering into the ears of those you love. That's what dark forces do. When people are spiritually weak, that's when the dark forces come to play. So no matter how dark the energy feels, do not fear. Be gone. Satan behind me. Is that what Jesus said? Because we have the Triple Goddess here. We have the High Priestess. We have the Moon. You are a person who is precious to the divine. You hold secret knowledge within you. Knowledge that can't be explained, or that people don't want to believe. Maybe they think that you're a witch because you can know so much, because you can predict so much, because you can read minds, because you're telepathic, because you're clairsentient, clairvoyant. You're all the clairs. Maybe that's it. So you are the Triple Goddess, and yeah, they're a witch. And it's funny, you might have thought that. You might have thought, oh my God, they're a witch. But not, yeah, well, whatever that means. And a warlock. We're not just talking about feminine energy here, we're also talking about a masculine energy, no matter what body you're in, or what your pronouns are. It's how you identify. Yes. So, and we both, we all have that masculine and feminine within us, balancing the two. 49% masculine, 51% feminine, if you're meant to express that feminine energy, or vice versa. Feminine energy is passive, more quiet, patient, silent, observant, only speaks when necessary, not because you're being controlled, but because that is the best way to not have the finger pointed at you, is what I'm getting. And remember, when people point fingers, 1 forward, 3 back, 3 towards them. So yeah, it's, so however you feel. We express our masculine energy through action-oriented energy. So tell us more about this Witch and Triple Goddess. I think we might just do it this way. So perhaps you are a witch, and people condemn you for that as well. That's been going on for centuries. People are afraid of powers that they don't understand. And I think it shows these people who think they're in control, who have power, it's a chance for you to see, well, they don't have the powers that you do. They don't have that enlightenment. They don't have that contact with the divine, with spirit. And they want to call you crazy. They want to call you schizophrenic. Do you hear voices? Well, if they're speaking to you, you're hearing theirs, for sure. Oh dear. So which? What's going on here? Who is this who wants control? And yes, you are a force to be reckoned with, because you are the high priestess. You are the moon goddess, or god, or high priest of light and love and kindness and compassion. You might say something flippantly, like just a bit of a joke, but it might be a little bit out there and sound bad. You know, like people just say stupid things like, oh, you know, I will kill you, I'm going to murder you. Like, but it's not real. Like you're just saying, you know, you're just being flippant and silly. You could be playing a game and say something like that. Oh, I hate to lose. I will kill all who beat me. You know, you could say something like that. I don't know. I'm getting that from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Humor, fun, but they want to take you seriously. They want it to be true. They want you to be a demon. And they're afraid of your powers, and they're afraid of your power that, you know, you are growing more and more into as you conquer your demons, as you understand that peace releases fear, that peace releases trauma, that to be here and now is your reality, no matter what we think this reality is. That's for someone out there. So this person just wants you to be a demon, I think there could be somebody that, yeah, they want to paint a bad picture of you so that they can have control of a situation. It could be they want to control a partner. They could want to control, it could be government control. It could be all sorts of control. And we're seeing, you know, demonic symbolism everywhere. So, yeah, but you are a force to be reckoned with, and the light is working in the background. We are all working in the background. So as we work in the background as a collective, the light grows, and it will become so powerful that the dark will be blinded by it. And that's the thing, maybe people are blinded by you. You know, they're blind to your true essence because they can't see what they don't know. They can't see what they don't understand. Right, that's a lot of messages in there. I might have to edit that and cut a few things out, but we'll see. I never remember what I've said because it just channels through. Oh yeah, justice, balance. So, you know, you're a person of truth and justice. You know, you're a person who is very balanced, actually, mentally, intellectually. You may have been through some emotional problems. Awakening really sets our emotions ablaze so that we can, you know, go deep within ourselves and work out where these triggers have come from so we don't become triggered in the future. So, because chaos will reign supreme, things will become more chaotic, and we need the warriors of light to be strong, like calm leaders. Because that's what you're being asked to do. You're being asked to lead. You're holding a torch of light. And you're part of the relay. There's a relay. Something to do with being relayed, or a relay, like passing on the baton, that kind of thing. There'll be a chain. Oh, there's a chain of people, of light workers. So, oh my God, I'm getting like a whole row winding. Oh, I've got chills all over me. I have like a whole winding road of just people, oh, with torches. Yeah. Putting the light out there. Wow, that's beautiful. So people who are, you know, people who are in dark energy, you know, they have dark thoughts, they're not nice, they're gossips, whatever this witch is, they you know, they're more and more susceptible to dark. So they really want, the dark forces are going to operate through these people, or do operate through these people, in order to extinguish your light. But, you know, you need to stay very balanced. Stay, you know, cling to your truth. If you are saying silly things, you know, like, words do have power, even when you say them in silly ways, because the universe seems to be very literal. Seriously, it does, isn't it? Like, when you talk about manifestations and things like that, the world is very like, it seems to be very literal. Oh, you have to say the exact word to get your exact manifestation. Like, you know, don't put the word K-I-L-L out there, even if you're being funny. So, you know, maybe there's something in that. Definitely is something in that. So, you know, yes. So somebody's taking you very literally. They could be very literal. I'm getting that they were a witch in their past life, if they're not a witch in this life, but a dark force energy. But, you know, there you are, standing your ground, very just, very true. And you have kind of like one foot in the dark, one foot in the light. You know what it's like to walk between two worlds, because that's what we're doing as light workers. We have the dark all around us, but it's like we have a spotlight on us of light as we walk through. And it's, you know, and that light can dim or it can brighten, depending on how you respond or react to what's going on in the world. So you need to kind of stay calm and quietly optimistic. Yeah, quietly optimistic. So yeah, you're very balanced, very true. And we have the Hierophant, and that's interesting. We have the Hierophant with the Moon Goddess. These are the perfect couple. Well, I don't know if that's true, but, you know, well, are they? I don't think that's true. Why did I say that? Maybe they are. They're both spiritual anyway. But I think the Magician and the High Priestess are more compatible, to be quite honest. So there could be somebody who's more traditional than you in their ways. Or, you know, again, it's that control. The Hierophant represents organizations that want to control you, that want to suppress you, that want to keep you down, that, you know, because the dark forces are gaining power. You know, like if I had a YouTube channel in 2018, and then 2019 came, and, oh right, sorry, in 2018, and the forces of light were so growing. There were so many YouTube videos with people doing live collective meditations for peace and everything, and you could literally feel the power of the light growing. And, you know, people were coming into people's channels to be healed, to you know, they were brought to you for healing, and also to be able to express themselves, their pain, their suffering, a shared pain and suffering, so that we could also heal together. And then 2019 came, right? Yeah. So, yeah, the Hierophant. So, oppression, I always think that the Hierophant really represents oppression, but also an initiation. So, you know, you're being initiated into the forces of light, but also we've been initiated since birth. Like, we are captive to our culture. We are captive to our, you know, place of birth in many ways. So it's very important to let go of that, because if you were born somewhere else, if you were born in a different body, a different suit, what side, you know, would you still be hating whoever you're hating? You know, if that's for someone out there, would they be hating whoever they're hating? So you can see how ridiculous it is, you know, that we're conditioned to choose a side, when what we really should be doing is just walking through this world as kind as we can be. Not as a pushover, but kind. Being kind to people. And if there are people that you really feel uncomfortable with, silence. The High Priestess asks for silence. So there's a lot of hidden knowledge here as well, and this is it. You're the holder of hidden knowledge. Books. You might read a lot of ancient books, ancient texts. Things like this. So you might be mixing, like looking at traditional religions, traditional politics, traditional ways, and then taking that information for spiritual purpose, on a spiritual level. Like you're reading things from a spiritual point of view, not a religious point of view. It's like if you were born a Protestant, would you still hate, and who hates Catholics? If you were born Catholic, would you still hate, you know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. And, that's what's going on too in the world. We're being manipulated and conditioned to hate the other, which has been, going on for millennia. But we're supposed to be more evolved and more intelligent now. We should be able to see that our conditioning is what is the problem, and we need to break those conditionings, which begin from birth in some families, and then school and organisations. This is the path that most people walk. They're born into something, they're conditioned to choose a side, they don't evolve. Then there's more book reading. Like if I was to read a book in, of the history of another country compared to my history, what point of view would I have? And that's why it's really important to read everything from an objective point of view. We have to stop being subjective. So yeah, they're trying to have power over you as well. They want you to be more traditional. This came up in yesterday's reading, so this is definitely for somebody who feels like they're being subjugated. So this is for somebody who hasn't received the message yet. When messages repeat, it means the person who's meant to hear it hasn't heard it yet. So it's nice to share the videos around. Sorry, my battery went flat. Yeah, I've ordered some new batteries because these ones seem to run out really quick. But there's a lot of energy in this room at the moment. So what was I saying? Yes, share the videos around, like, subscribe, so that the light can be unleashed on the world. So people who hear the right message for them, they grow in confidence and light. So that's very, very important, to share videos of light. And videos that are full of anger and hate and all of these sorts of things, think twice before sharing them. But then there's some people who are angry and giving messages to other people who are in that stage of grief. So you can tell the difference between something that's just really dark and something, and a video where somebody's coming from a place of pain. Because that person who's coming from a place of pain can relate to a lot of people in that, and vice versa, in that situation. So that's for someone out there. So yeah, so you're a force to be reckoned with. You are justice. You are the high priestess. This person has no understanding. And we have Libran energy, so somebody could be very fair, one person's very dark, literally, in the body. The Hierophant, there's a beard and long hair here. Somebody who has cats. There's lots of cats here as well, so cat has something to do with this. Black cats, and then we have white cats. Yeah, so you have your sword of truth, stand in your truth, and the world, yeah, putting an ending to the situation. The best way to do this is just to close the chapter on these people, on this person. Close the door on them. You have the world in your hand, you're a light of the world, and this person wants to drag you down in some way. You could have short bobbed hair, a bit like mine. Dark bobbed hair or something like that. I'm getting bobtail cats now. But yeah, the universe is here, the world is here. So you have something to do in this world that is beyond this person's comprehension or these people's comprehension. But dark is working through them. So I'll just get some more cards. It's quite chatty. It depends. Sometimes I'm straight into the cards, sometimes I'm more chatty. So it just depends. Yep. Can we have 2 more cards or 3 more cards? 4 more cards? And 10 of Wands. Yeah, so there's a burden here. There's a burden here to carry. Sagittarius energy. So 10 of Wands, it's more endings. Ending to fueling a fire as well. Don't be fuel for their fire is what I'm getting. They're trying to wind you up. They're trying to put you into a bundle. They're trying to categorize you because that's who they are. They're kind of normative, whatever that means. You know, they live this more traditional life. You know, they live by what's expected of them. They live by the rules. And I'm not saying being a lawbreaker here, but you don't have to live by other people's rules. And that's why you're a force to be reckoned with. It's like fuel for fire here as well. They want you to light the fire. They want you to be the person that they think that you are. And there's jealousy here too. With Wands energy, it can be a lot of jealous energy. So this person could be jealous of you, or perhaps somebody close to them is close to you. So that, you know what I'm saying? So that kind of jealousy. Whoa, now the cards are flying out. So what flew over there? Yeah, the Ten of Cups in reverse. You know, they don't want you to be fulfilled. They don't want you to be happy because they're not happy. Oh no, it's Two of Cups in reverse. Oh, there you go. Oh, that makes sense. I mean, either Ten of Cups or Two of Cups is about family. But it could be bickering children as well. So, you know, these can be people who come into your life through family members. And they're trying to disrupt. They don't want you to be close to the people you love because of your power and influence over them. But the truth is, you're not having power or influence over anybody. You're just being you. So you're admired as well with Ten of Wands. You're admired by the people around you. People do like you, and you keep looking to yourself for blame, and it's really not your fault. Yes, there are always things we can do to improve ourselves. We can curb our behaviours, but we don't have to stop being who we are or the truth of who we are. So Two of Cups, so there you go. Two of Cups in reverse. This is definitely, you know, somebody who doesn't like your relationships with this person. But you know all of this. Like, you should already be sensing all of this, so this is all affirmation. And the Two of Swords, so in the upright. And the Two of Swords is here. Yes, somebody's being made to decide between you or them. But you shouldn't have to force people to take sides. Now, if somebody else is forcing someone you love, or a friend, or whatever this is, colleague, could be anything, could be anybody, but you know who it is. You know, like, if somebody's forcing someone to choose sides, then there's something wrong with them, right? And they're brainwashed with that, and that comes right back to what I was saying at the beginning of the video, is that, you know, they've been brainwashed. It's choose a side. So it's put somebody in a state of indecision. But it also could mean that you're being uninvited. Like Two of Swords, I feel like it's uninvited, being cut out, cutting the cords. But, you know, as I said, you are a force to be reckoned with. You are a light in this world, justice in the world. And you've carried a lot of burdens. You've been through a lot of stress. And it's time to lay down those burdens. You know, you can't, as I said, be blaming yourself. But also this, you know, there's somebody here who is carrying a lot of burdens. There could be somebody who has a bald head. And again, more black cats. So if this is a couple and you're close to one of them, then, yeah, this black cat, this cat is a slave driver. Burdens this person unnecessarily. And there's a masculine energy here that already feels a lot of stress on their life. They have back problems, or a lot of tension in the back, you know, that kind of thing. So, yeah, and they're hardworking, but they can't carry this weight. So they're being pressured by another force. So somebody you love, or somebody that you enjoy being with, is being put under undue pressure to choose between you or them. And this person wants you to look bad. And it's probably not hard for you to look bad because, you know, maybe you're just flippant, which is what we said at the beginning of the reading. Maybe you say silly things, maybe because you're bored, generally. That's what people do. I know I do that. So yeah, Two of Swords, somebody's being forced to choose between you or them. So how are you a force to be... Oh, I'll get one more card. Oh, Temperance. I was going to say, how are you a force to be reckoned with? Because you're an angel of light on this world. Because you are an angelic. Bit of a fallen angel, you know. This is what we all are, really. We're kind of like fallen angels in a way. But no matter how life has burdened you, no matter how difficult things have been, no matter how much abuse you've been put through, you know, you've had your awakening. You're in the second stage of your awakening now, where you just feel at peace. and you know, I'm wondering if you've been abandoned by the divine. But no, of course, you're just at peace. That was in my yesterday's video, one of the videos yesterday. So yeah, so you are temperance, you are balanced. You might like to put your hair up in buns. You might have an amulet, like have something around your arm, a tattoo or an amulet, you know. You are balanced as well. These people are judging you. They're trying to stop you from being the person that, you know, because also we've got somebody here that this witch is trying to control. It may not even be you. They're trying to control someone close to you because they've been sent by the dark forces to partner with this person. And this person may be feeling weak, you know, caught in weak moments. You know, they have a lot of frustrations, they have a lot of angers, but they're an angel on earth. So you may have given birth to some angels. So yeah, cups of tea here. There's something here to do with tea. Cups of tea as well. And then the Page of Cups. So there's a new beginning here. Oh, and the Queen of Cups in reverse. Emotions as well. So there could be a Queen of Cups here. You could be the Queen of Cups. Perhaps you got too emotional. Perhaps you let your emotions run away with you, and this is an opportunity for these people who think they can control you or the people around you. They think you're emotionally unhinged. So, you know, you need to balance with temperance. This is a lesson for you. You need to balance out those emotions. And why are you so emotional? Probably because your root chakra and sacral chakra and your solar plexus chakra need to be balanced. So, you know, you've been put in survival mode, and you maybe just being triggered all the time from that constant, or is it cortisol or whatever, too much cortisol in your body. So you need to relax, you need to chill out. But how you are forced to be reckoned with? Because you stand your ground, because you're strong, because you are justice, you are the world, you are temperance, you are the high priestess. And at the end of the day, you can only be pushed so far. And that's, you know, like you can carry a heavy load. You can tolerate a lot. And you've had to tolerate much more than what this can dish out. Like, that's the thing, you know. Our traumatic lives, the lives that we lead, and we wonder why did I choose this life? Like, what? You know, ultimately makes you stronger. It makes you wiser. It brings you closer to the light. Because no matter what you've been through, you release bitterness, you release revenge, you release all of these, you know, victim mentalities. You just release them because you know that the divine is guiding you. It's hard to explain, isn't it? It's hard to explain. And the Page of Cups. So this reminds me of Bridget Jones as well, you know, when she turns up in the bunny suit and everybody got the message except her, and that's a bit of that going on here. Everybody got the message except you. So there's some kind of like, you know, you're not on the inner circle, or you're being pushed out of the inner circle, which is the world. But the world card, you know how to stand alone. You know how to operate by the beat of your own drum. And you're no longer a force to be reckoned with because you're fierce. Maybe you are a fierce person. Maybe you are intimidating. But you're not being fierce anymore. Now they can only pick on you for silly little faux pas. You know, silly things that you say. Yeah. So you've dropped the fierceness, external fierceness, because that's a waste of your energy and that's just proving them right. So, you know, you're now knowing how to contain yourself into that priestess energy, into that, you know, Hierophant energy. You know how to contain yourself. And that's what you need to do. You cannot react to these people's provocations. But at the end of the day, even if you have reacted to it, even if you have, you know, they have been able to point the finger at you, at the end of the day, that shows you for who they are. That shows the divine for who they are. You know, or for who they want to be. But you stand strong regardless. You're like, oh, okay, I'm at the end of a long road. I don't really give a shit. I don't, you know, yes, I love the person that they're manipulating, or yes, it could be somebody that you do love in some way, and there's been disrupted energy here, bickering, arguing, Two of Cups in reverse, childish behaviours. It could be to do with children, that kind of thing. But you're kind of like, oh God, whatever. I've been beaten down by worse people than you, is what you're thinking to yourself. I've been betrayed by tougher and stronger people than you. And I survived. Like, you see what I'm saying? You grow in strength when you go through shit in your life. Like, I mean, real trauma. So, yeah, the Page of Cups, you know, you're offering your couple love. There's a new beginning here, but also they've got new love coming into your life, into their life, if that's them as well. Oh, and Nine of Cups, happy now. Yeah, that's, oh look, I have to show that. That's amazing. Yeah. And you know, they think that you're suffering. They think, there's a reading I did yesterday about mental illness. You know, that's exactly what they're, you know, where they're trying to put you. But your strength is in that you can be alone and happy. That you'd rather be alone than be with people who are going to make you feel less than, or who are deliberately trying to manipulate those around them. So, in order to get to you. So they're trying to get to you through other people. Is the thing, but you're like just going, oh well, you come to a spiritual understanding that everybody has their path, and even if these are people that you love, you have to just let them get on with it. And that's what you come to. Look, you're happy with your Nine of Cups, your glass of wine, you know, offering yourself love. And also there could be a new beginning in love. I keep getting that at the moment as well. There could be a new friend coming your way, but also the Page of Cups represents drama, like literal drama, acting on stage, things like that. But you know, to you this is just like nothing. This is child's play. Oh, because it's a child in a ballet dress. Yeah, this is child's play for you. And you're not like even feeling bad about it. You're just like how I am now. You're just like, oh God, whatever. Okay. You want to turn people against me? I've survived a world where the whole world was against me. Yeah, this is child's play. But they're going to come in and apologise. This is really burdening somebody. So somebody that you love being manipulated and controlled by whatever. Maybe they take things literally, you know. But yeah, so I don't know if that all makes sense. It's kind of like, you know, you're a force to be reckoned with. You're not going to let this bother you. You're just going to let people fall on their own sword. Your secret power is your ability to be on your own. You know, like we're put into isolation by the divine in our second, you know, stage of awakening. We're put into isolation and we feel like we're being punished. But we're not. We're not being punished at all. You come to realise that, well, I'd rather be here, you know, in my situation. I'd rather be alone than be with these people, no matter who they are. Family members, friends, co-workers, like, it's just, life's too short for all that stress. But they are going to come and apologise to you, or they are thinking about you, or you know, that's the other thing as well. This video is going way too long. Okay, let's get some more messages. So, yeah, you can't ultimately be controlled. And that's it. Maybe you've had a lot of broken parts. Maybe you've walked away from a lot of people. And some people, they walk away before they get walked away upon and all of that. There's all that go. But you genuinely walked away from people in your life because it was just over for you. Like, you've had way too many people trying to keep you down, trying to keep you oppressed, trying to keep you in trauma, trying to keep you... Now, that's the dark forces working through weak people. So if you're attracted to a narcissist, well, you know, narcissists are ultimately extremely weak people, weak-minded. They're usually sex addicts. They're like, you know what I mean, narcissists are crazy people. So, you know, like, narcissists are fodder for the devil. They're fodder for the dark forces. But, you know, because if you're an empath, and you know, you've had a difficult childhood and you feel unloved and you feel abandoned and you have all these neglect issues, and you know, then you're fodder for the narcissist. So your weaknesses are your self-worth, needing to have your worth affirmed by someone because it was never affirmed. So dark forces send in the narcissist who love bombs you and then rips the, you know, pulls the rug from under you so that you go even further. I mean, some people lose their lives because of these situations and these people. So, you know, if you've made it this far, not just in the video, but if you made it this far in life, you know, big gold medal for you. You're going to be on top of the world. You are on top of the world, and you can see all. And you've always been able to do that. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, Milky Way, perspective, full circle. That's what we were talking about. It's all perspective. You know, we are conditioned to think and see things a certain way. But like if you meet people you're supposed to hate and you go, wow, you know, and it's completely contradictory to whoever's trying to brainwash you, then, you know, it would only be a weak mind that would reject the person that you're supposed to hate. You know, my parents were Nazis, man. And I went to a multicultural school. So, you know, from a young age, I couldn't see what my parents were talking about. And I've always had that, you know, I treat people how they treat me. I don't care where you're from. Yeah, so it's all perspective. So they, you know, they have a certain perspective of you, and they are conditioned by their own conditioning. They're not used to someone like you, is what I'm getting as well. You're completely unique. You're completely unique. They don't understand you. But then they'll show, that's the other thing I'm getting. They'll show signs. I'm seeing this person over, like, yeah, they'll show signs of trying to be like you. Like, all of a sudden they go from being whatever personality that they generally are to sounding a little bit like you. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to copycat you. There's copycat rats going on here. So it's all perspective, but we need to be open-minded. If people, you know, we need to let people be free to live their lives in the way that they need to. You know, we can't judge people by what we've, you know, because of our conditioning. You know, if you're judging people because of your conditioning, then you're a weak person. Spiritually weak, mentally weak. I was mentally strong from a young age. You know, I put the dots together very early. I'm like, wow, my parents have got this weird idea. And I was scared to death of my parents. I was a very quiet child. I was terrified of my parents, right? So nothing they were going to say was going to convince me of their ways, because I didn't want to be that person. I wasn't a terrifying person. I was gentle and kind and quiet. And I don't know, I just seemed to like all people. I was interested in all people from a young age. So yeah. But you know, that's what saved me. I didn't believe my parents from the beginning. Oh, strength. See, you're growing in strength, mountain. So no matter how much the wind blows, the mountain shall not be moved. And that's the thing, you're not really being moved anymore by any of this. This isn't even triggering you. And it could be a real test. It could be somebody who's very close to you. You know, it could be siblings, things like that. And you're just like, no, well, sibling, if you're going to be, you know, like that because of this person, if you're going to reject me or try and bring me down, and, you know, because you want me to behave a certain way because of this person, then fuck you. Like, I don't care who you are. Yeah, needing to ground yourself as well. Make sure you're very grounded. You know, stability is yours. You don't have to prove anything to these people. You're not becoming more stable or becoming more, you know, sort of balanced because of these people. You're doing that because of yourself, because you want to be more balanced. You want to be more in control of your own emotions, but you don't want to be told by others what you can and can't say or do. Oh, lightning power. So yeah, so you know, lightning is going to strike. There's going to be an epiphany here as well. Yeah, it's stormy weather. You know, it's all very threatening. It's all very dark. You know, we're in dark times. But at the end of the day, you're being given the strength of a mountain. What you've been through, you know, you're on top of the world. There could be something to do with mountain climbing here. I don't know, or to do with mountains, purple mountains, blue mountains, orange mountains. So, you know, there could also be a Queen of Cups who's really vindictive. And, you know, Queen of Cups in reverse, wow, they're the worst of the queens. Like Queen of Swords in reverse, they always say she's the worst, but at least with the Queen of Swords, she just says it how it is, like blunt. Queen of Cups, man, in reverse, they're so manipulative, they're so emotional. And don't worry, I'm a Pisces. I'm a Queen of Cups, but I'm no longer in reverse. I'm full steam ahead. Okay, what else? So, perspective and, oh God, I can't even read that, even with my glasses on. I'm blind as a bat. Oh, gift. Oh yeah, they think they're a gift from God. Be careful of a gift that maybe like had some kind of, like when you receive a gift from someone that you're not that keen on, cleanse it. Don't, yeah, make sure you cleanse it, because you know, spell work can come through jewelry and all sorts of things. But they think they're the greatest gift of all time. They think they're a gift from God, and they're far from God. So there's something here to do with gifts as well. You may have given them a gift, but maybe they don't reciprocate your gifts. Maybe, you know, they don't reciprocate, you know, this person isn't reciprocal. Ungrateful. I'm getting. Oh, another one. And then we have the soldier. So, you know, you're a warrior. You're a spiritual warrior. The person that they're trying to control, who they can't ultimately control either, is what I'm getting to say. Like, they're a force to be reckoned with. They're just having to go through a learning lesson, 10 of Wands. Many lessons. So they could be a soldier, literally. But also you're being defended. There's somebody around you who's defending your honor, who's defending you in some way. God, well, I can't even read these cards. I'm blind as a bat. I am. I see in the dark though. It's really weird. It's called something. I just saw that the other day. I can literally see in the dark. Like my kids are like, Mum, put some lights on. I'm like, I actually can see better in the dark than I can in the light. So I don't know what that is, but that's about right. Yeah, I walk around in the dark around my house all the time, but it's not dark for me. It's kind of light. I don't know. I've always been able to walk around in the dark, probably since I was a kid, tiptoeing around my parents. Oh God, it wasn't funny though. No, it wasn't. And then we have, reunion. Yeah, so there is a reunion here. And it is kind of like melancholy. Yeah, there is a loss here. There is a sadness here, you know. So somebody else is keeping you apart from someone you love, possibly. And that's just to bring your energy. That's just dark forces trying to bring your energy down. Maybe the dark, you know, because you've won over the dark forces, or you will win over them time and time again. And you become the mountain, and you become strong and powerful. And, you know, your gifts open up, and I don't know, there's just, you know, awakening, enlightenment. And you're very you know, and they're afraid of your power. So, you know, how powerful you are. But, yeah, what was I saying? Oh, reunion. So it kind of like the person who is coming between, anybody who tries to come between you and someone you love, or vice versa, or tries to make you look bad in front of others, to dim your light, the divine is going to set them on fire with the lightning. Like, they're really going to have lightning strike them in ways that they never imagined. Like, it's going to be, and it's harder for people with big egos to fall than it is for humble people who build a bit of an ego to try and protect themselves. Like, there's a difference. We have people who have ego for protection, and then we have people who have ego for oppression. So whoever's trying to do this to you, whatever's going on here, they're going to fail, and you're going to be brought together through, like, whoever you're being separated from. There is a reunion here. There's a new beginning. I did see the death cards here as well. A new beginning. It'll clear the air ultimately as well. Maybe there's been a little bit of friction between you and some people as you've been awakening. Maybe they haven't really supported you in the way that you would have liked. A lot of those sorts of things. Anyway, I'm just rambling now. So I think that's it. A couple of tea leaves. So, yeah, you cannot be controlled. Yeah, see, they're a vulture. They just want, you know, to pick on your corpse. So, you know, they want depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. Now, if you're depressed and worried because you think people are against you, the whole world's against you, know that that's not true. This is all for you to build your character, to build your strength, to know that you can survive anything and come out a better person. That's really the game that light workers are playing. Not that we're playing games. Yeah, Turkey, someone's behaving stupidly. Someone's behaving with stupidity. So this could be Thanksgiving over dinner. I don't know when Thanksgiving, or it could be Christmas. There's some kind of special occasion here as well where it comes to gift giving, things like that. Yeah, maybe you're not being invited to special occasions anymore with that Two of Swords. You know, well, so be it. You can have your own wine. You can have your own Nine of Cups, you know. So you're possibly not being invited, or you're refusing to go somewhere with it, where these people are at the moment, because maybe you're still sensitive. But ultimately, the divine purpose of you staying away isn't for spite or anything like that. It's so that they can get on with it. They can grow. They can get on with it without you, because you can't ultimately be controlled, because you're actually okay on your own. You're a person who kind of likes your own company, or you'll learn to. But then we have heart. So you could have love coming in here. Love, deep affection and caring. So, you know, whatever's going on here, whoever is trying to control you or wants you to behave differently, that's them projecting onto you, because they, yeah, I don't know. That's definitely them projecting onto you. Anyone who's trying to control you. But ultimately you cannot be controlled, because you are a powerful being of light and can't ultimately be controlled. Because that's not why we're here. We're not here to control each other. We're here just to enjoy each other and to create a beautiful life for ourselves, which has been made impossible by these miserable, bloody, dark energy people. And they're not like, we go, oh, they're demons. They're being controlled by demons. They're not all demons. Anyway, love to you guys. Bye.